The medical assistant as office manager. Some qualities of an office manager. You need to have people skills. You need to be able to be truthful, be an effective communicator, very organized, objective, be a problem solver. You need to have technical experience in your field and ethical and moral traits. An effective management identifies what you want to change, accepts what needs to be changed, and remember, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Write goals in a positive term. Be realistic. Sometimes we tend to put things that are not realistic on a list. Goals for each day are a good idea. Do not procrastinate. Tune out negativity. There are some different management styles. One management style is a authoritarian. This is your dictator or your micromanager. This is a person that is task-oriented. They provide detailed directions to employees. They make sure that they stay on task and they are right there. They want everything done precisely. The authoritarian operates on the premise that most of their workers cannot make contributions without being directed. Another management style is the participatory style. This is teamwork. They encourage their employees to take an active role in the everyday function of the workplace, such as ordering supplies, doing fire drills, safety checks. This style is based on the premise that the worker is capable and wants to do a good job. Another management style is management by walking around. This office manager gets up and walks around to see and talk to employees. This type of style helps to keep the manager informed about the health of his or her organization. Teamwork. The importance of teamwork. Improved efficiency. It builds morale. It makes team ownership when something is done together and people have worked together to accomplish something. They feel much better. Work smarter. Okay, when a team works together, they dovetail tasks and support each other so that they don't waste their efforts on minute little things. Some pitfalls that you want to be careful with teamwork. Establishment and enforce timetables. Deciding who does the job and who's best for what job. Make sure you're very careful of keeping yourself separate from other people doing other positions and you don't go into what they need to be doing. And avoid negativity. As an office manager, problem solving is very important. Office managers should utilize the team to solve problems. It enables the employees to take ownership of the office morale and success. It lets the staff plan and implement a solution to a problem. Recognize employees for their efforts. As office manager, new personnel orientation may be part of your job. You want to train and educate them about the protocols and procedures of your office. Maybe assign them a mentor. If you're not out on the floor as the office manager, maybe you have a head medical assistant that you would assign them to. Establish a probationary period. Usually offices have a 60 or 90-day probationary period for when a new employee has a review after that time. And then you evaluate their performance within that time. Supervising existing personnel. You want to have staff meetings. This is announce a meeting ahead of time. Set a time and date and stick to it. Provide an agenda and do not stray from it. Always end with a non-agenda item. Usually something pretty positive is always very good to do. Keeps the morale of the office up. Provide meeting minutes to explain what was discussed and decided at the meeting. Conflict resolution. What is conflict resolution? Solving issues between two or more parties, right? Whether it's the provider and a medical assistant. Why does conflict happen? Conflict usually results when there's a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. With conflict resolution, some helpful guidelines is listen to the employee. The MBWA of management styles, management by walking around. You may be able to intervene before conflict happens. Allow no negativity. If you have someone in your office that's negative and has a poor attitude about things, you may need to sit down and talk with them. Have an open door policy to your office. Be a role model. Keep confidences. Act in a timely manner. Don't let a conflict continue for more than a few days, because it can bring down the office morale. Try to come to solve a solution that is acceptable to both parties, and make sure they take ownership. Try to come to a solution that's acceptable to both parties and make sure they take ownership. Workplace harassment. Verbal or physical behavior that is unwelcomed, based on protected classes, meaning race, religion, gender, or sexual orientation. It can be severe or it can be persuasive. It has negative impacts and can create hostile environments in the office. The office manager in harassment. What should you do? When an employee makes a complaint, you should notify the proper person or collect the facts and confront the offending individual. Insist that the behavior stop and put an incident report in the offender's employee file. Ensure that there is no tolerance policy in place, and contact the authorities if needed. Sometimes this may include firing the individual.